boys and girls. In this video, we're going to review subtracting mixed numbers. I know that can be a little bit confusing for some of you, but really if you remember your rules of subtracting, you're going to apply those same ideas to subtracting numbers that have wholes and fraction parts to them. So let's start with my first problem here. Notice that my top number, 5 3/4, minus 2 1/4. So I'm going to start with my fraction piece. When we subtract, we usually start with the rightmost place and work our way to the left. So no different with mixed numbers. I'm going to look at my fraction piece and I'm going to ask myself, do I have more on top? Well, 3/4 is greater than 1/4. So we know that more on top, no need to stop. So let's subtract 3/4 minus 1/4. We know how to subtract fractions, and that is going to give us 2/4. So we're done with our fraction piece. We move to our whole number piece. And now we're going to subtract the bottom from the top, 5 minus 2, and we get 3. So our answer to that problem is 3 2/4. Now let's look at my next problem over there. Well, in this problem, 6 3/8 minus 4 5/8, we don't have enough on top. So remember what we say, more on the floor, you got to go next door. So whatever you want to call it, regrouping, borrowing, renaming, the bottom line is we got to get some more. So 3/8 is less than 5/8. I need to borrow from my 6. So we're going to take one out, just like we do with regular subtraction. But now I need to add that one into my fraction side in a form that can be used with that fraction. So I have eighths. I have to add that one in as eighths. That's the only way 3/8 can use that one. So how do we write 1 in eighths? Well, we know that 1 is equal to 8/8. Now I add those two fractions together, 3/8 plus 8/8. And that gives us 11/8. Now, do I have enough on top to take 5/8 away? I sure do. So now I can subtract 5/8 from 11/8, and I get 6/8. So I'm done with my fraction part. Now I can subtract my whole number. Remember, we had to take one away from the 6. We had to borrow from the 6. So I have 5. Now I can subtract 5 minus 4, and I get 1. So that's all there is to subtracting mixed numbers. Hopefully, this video helps.